Hello everyone, it's Acorn. Welcome to your weekly Forge Fix episode 4. Be sure to check out that link that's in the top left corner and it's also in the description. Alright, let's go into the map of the week. So what I'm doing today is a map preview, and this is a preview of the map, The Dead Streets, which was created by Sniper Hippo 55. And the reason this is a preview is because this is an infection map, and because of that it's extremely hard to get tests on this map, and so this map hasn't been tested at all, and this is just a preview showing you of the progress of the map. So this is a linear map, which means the map is set up into different phases, and this map is set up into 5 phases. And as the time progresses, you'll go from one phase to the next until you get to the very end. Also, the game type you're going to want to grab once this is done is called Parasite, and that game type was created by Oxyclutch and Preacher. Now, Sniper Hippo also did a couple things gameplay-wise which set this map apart from the Halo 4 version of the map, because he did make this map in Halo 4, but it's definitely very different in MCC. He did a lot of things gameplay-wise to really add teamwork into the map. Before, the map was extremely linear and all the holdouts and zombie spawns were very linear, so you could basically stand in one area and see all the spawns. But now he really greatly increased the teamwork aspect by splitting up those spawns, making it so you had to split up your team and watch different areas to hold out positions. So doing stuff like that really makes this map's gameplay exciting and fast-paced and enjoyable. And another thing he did was split up the theme of the holdouts, so basically every single holdout on the map is going to be very different. For instance, the last phase is extremely open, and the third phase is very closed in. It's the sewer system. And so just doing this, it changes up the pace of the gameplay throughout the map and makes it very enjoyable. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this map. It should be ready to play as soon as MCC is ready to play, so hopefully whenever that happens you guys can give this one a download. So the aesthetic of the week is created by MultiLockOn, and this is on his map, The Gallery of Kings. And what he's done is created some sort of knight figurine out of forge pieces that looks really nice, and I'm just going to take you through how to make everything. So for the feet he used block 1x1s, and then the legs he used 1x1 thins. And then for the skirt he used railing pieces, and for the chest plate he used cover crenellations. And then the shield he uses bridge pieces, and he uses a glass piece in the middle as well. And then also he used these trigger destroyed pieces for sort of, I'm not exactly sure what those do, but they do look pretty cool. And then he used various pieces to make up the arm. And for the sword he used trim pieces, and he just angles them at different positions to make them look like a sword. Then for the face he uses more trim pieces and a building block, and for the afro he has a railing piece. And so this is just a cool demonstration of how you can use pieces in really cool ways and just angle them to make something look cool. And so that's that. I hope you enjoyed. For the end of the video, I thought I'd go through some advanced forging advice on competitive map pathing. Please try to keep in mind that this is my own personal opinion on the subject as well. Now, there's obviously no way for me to cover everything surrounding the subject, so I'll only mention a few ideas you can take into consideration while designing. And also, when I say competitive map pathing, I'm talking about the map's layout and how all the areas of the map connect, so try to keep that in mind. And I'll start by just giving a few basic designer tips. One idea a lot of us have embraced is the method of 3 entrances to any position of power. Generally 2 hard routes like ramps or bridges, and 1 soft or indirect route like a skill jump, lift, or teleporter. The 2 hard routes ensure a consistent flow through the position, and the soft route keeps it balanced by becoming a flank position. And having 3 routes makes the position unpredictable and difficult to camp, and there are of course still situations in which this rule can be broken, but it's still a good rule of thumb to try to abide by, so that's why I'm mentioning it to you. Also, another concept to remember while creating your layout is risk versus reward. For instance, putting a powerful weapon in an exposed position would be an example of this. And another example would be having 2 routes. One could be a quick walkway to a position of power that's also exposed, and the other could be a much slower route that's not as exposed. This then gives that player a choice on which route he wants to take, and given the circumstances of his team and the enemy team, he will make his decision. It's these situations that drive part of the meta in a layout. The greatest advice I can give you would be to think of how the players will act on your map, how they will move. Try to put yourself in the shoes of the player, and please don't just design random routes and atriums. Actually put thought into why they're there and how they interact with other areas of the map. If you don't know where to begin to do this, start by thinking of the power positions and bases first and designing off that. I know some people do that. And another great way to learn more about design is to look at the successful maps of others. When you play Bungie maps or the map of your favorite forger, try to understand why that map works so well. And when you test your own maps, try to learn from the test and see what's working and what's not. Learning the intricacies of design doesn't happen right away. It really does take practice. So make as many maps as possible, build off what you've learned in previous maps, and take feedback. It's so important to take feedback from other people. One more scrap of advice about pathing would be learning the scaling of the game you're designing for. Don't add crazy long hallways that are really segmented, but also don't make areas too complex for the sake of replayability. Just try to find that happy balance, and again, look at other maps to see examples of this done well. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. My name is TheElderAcorn, and if you would like to submit a map or an aesthetic to this channel to be featured, all you have to do is add me online and send me a message or a party invite or a game invite, and you can show me. And also, if you have any advice that you'd like to get featured, just put that in the comment section below, and hopefully that'll get in a video. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later, guys. Bye.